Hi guys, Amy Hunt here, home business expert. There's been a lot of talk and controversy over whether or not dropshipping is allowed with eBay this year. And so there's a lot of questions going back and forth. Can I do it? Should I do it? Is it allowed? Is it legal? What does eBay say? And one of the resolutions to that question and that problem is finding suppliers and not even have to go that route, but you still can. I still do it. Everything's been fine with my eBay account. I actually amped it up doing drop shipping. And what I have in the rest of this video is a little interview with a software company called DSM tool that will actually plug in suppliers for you. So check out the rest of the video, see what I'm talking about, see how you can get contacted, see how you can get contact and information with a direct supplier for eBay and drop shipping. Thanks for watching. Again, I'm Amy Hunt, home business expert. Hi guys, this is Kafir from DSM Tool. Today he has a presentation for us. Actually, I have some questions for him to help us understand what's going on in 2019 with drop shipping and some of the accounts getting flagged and whether or not it's legit for eBay. So how are you doing today, Kafir?
Hey, Amy, thank you again for interviewing me today. This is actually the second time we're recording this interview. We can be about it because we had technical issues the last time. But you know, the more times we do it, the better it gets.
Hopefully so. All right, so I have a few questions for you and hopefully guide you along to helping us understand what's going on out there in the dropshipping world. The first question is, there's a lot of accounts that we've heard that are either being threatened or warned or actually have been shut down. How can you address this to the dropshippers out there that are at least already involved, interested, or just want more information? What's going on with the being flagged?
Right. So I've prepared a presentation, which I'm going to share with you right now. I'm going to share my screen. It says eBay Dropshipping 2019 and the 100% legit method that I'm going to talk about today. As for your question, the question is, people have been reporting that they have what's so-called flag. We don't believe that there is a specific flag that accounts are actually being flagged. What we believe that happened is what happens when, I'll give you another example and famous story that everyone knows. Google, when they're changing their algorithm, suddenly websites that were on the first page gets to the 10th page, and these are businesses eventually, and those businesses get completely erased. They become not profitable because they're no longer on the first page of Google. And it happens once in a while. They do an update to their algorithm, and that's what happens. And the way that it works in Google, which is the same way that it works on eBay, is that the search engine is indexing the listings on eBay or the results on Google. And each listing gets a rank, and the rank has to do with the seller on eBay or the domain on Google, and with the listing itself. So what happens is that the rank of a lot of sellers that are not complying with the dropshipping policy that was released in 2019, already back in 2018, was reduced. And this presentation that is talking about the legit methodology it's not a solution that is going to bring back accounts that were already reduced in rank and suddenly bring back visibility to their listings. Because people complain that they stopped getting visibility from eBay. So they don't get any traffic from promoted listings, and they don't get, just generally, they don't get to the first page. So for those accounts, there is a lot of work to do when it comes to what products you're selling and how do you source go back to the first page. They have to completely shift the way that they're working at. But this presentation is not about how to source products in 2019 and get to the first page for the results. It's only about working with legitimate dropshipping suppliers that comply with the dropshipping policy of eBay. So therefore, to conclude, it's way more relevant for new dropshippers to just start their journey, and you're going to see in the next slides why. It's also relevant for existing dropshippers that wants to start working legitimately, but it's not only that working legitimately will solve all of your issues. You also have to source correctly, and that's not in the scope of the discussion today.
Well, you mentioned the policy of eBay in 2019 changing. Like, what does this mean in terms of the legitimate suppliers? Like, how are you in line with that? How does that work?
Let's take a look at the dropshipping policy and what was released. So this is a screenshot from the dropshipping policy that eBay has released. You can look for it in Google and you'll find the page. The dropshipping policy says that dropshipping, which is also known as product sourcing, is when you first purchase stock and then you work with the supplier to only fulfill the orders for you. So actually you're supposed to buy like a bulk of 100 items and only have them stored, same way that Amazon is doing with their fulfillment centers, only have it stored at a warehouse or at a supplier, and the supplier will fulfill it for you. Moreover, it says, however, listing an item on eBay and then purchasing the item from another retailer or marketplace that ships directly to your customer is not allowed on eBay. Meaning that, for example, drop shipping from Amazon is not allowed. I do want to say on that, at the same breath, that dropshipping from Amazon was very, very much allowed. It was so allowed on eBay that 3 years ago, we had an account manager for our customers only for Amazon products that were to eBay, because eBay's catalog didn't have enough products, and it was very, very profitable and very good for them that they keep up with the missing inventory on eBay that existed on Amazon. Today, the picture has changed, and it's hurting their customer experience. So we have to find ways to work legitimately with them. And I'm going to talk also about dropshipping from retailers, which it says here, but still, how come legitimate suppliers could be, I mean, how can you make a supplier legitimate if you have to pre-purchase the product? The entire methodology we're working at supposed not to be legitimate on eBay. So we decided to call them and ask them about a different scenario. A scenario where the dropshipping supplier provides me with a resale agreement. I have a legal agreement with that supplier where he allows me to resell its products or to dropship its products, the products from him. And what happens under those situations? If I have the agreement and I didn't pre-purchase the products. Now, I wanted to play this recording here, but I couldn't. It's technically a little bit complicated. I did it on our YouTube channel, which I invite you all to go and watch that video. But to summarize, I called eBay 5 times, and 5 times I got the same answer. If you have a resale agreement with your supplier, it's legitimate and you can dropship on eBay with those suppliers. And soon you're also going to understand why.
So how do you
dropshipping with?
Yeah, you keep talking about a legitimate supplier. How do we find those, or I mean, how are we connected, or did you connect with them, or?
So the way to get a legitimate supplier is, I made it into 3 steps, is first to find a supplier. And here are 5 suppliers that I'm going to talk about soon. And then get the resale agreement. This is an example of Costway supplier and the certification that they give to dropshippers, allowing them to resell products, and automating your workflow, which is not mandatory, but well, I come from a software company, so we believe that automation is important. Plus, there's a lot of discussion about whether you should or shouldn't automate your workflow. Well, if eBay legitimized those suppliers and say that they are legitimate, then obviously they would prefer you to work with an automation software. And that's why this step is here as well. I do want to mention that the 5 suppliers that I showed before, out of 50 suppliers that we've added to the DSM tool recently, are we also officially partnered with them, meaning that they are official partners of us. And I'm going to talk soon about how we're helping dropshippers to work with them and what does this official partnership means. But this is even further great for you guys, because not only that you have legitimate suppliers, you also don't have to find them. We have found them and partnered them for you with them.
Are there reasons other than the official partnership or the resale agreement that you would want to, use a direct supplier? Like, what would they be?
All right, it's a good question. Thank you. So as you said, there is the part where the supplier is legitimate, but also when we say legitimate, have you ever heard of the process called MC011?
Yes.
All right. Yes, but in the previous interview, we also talked about it, which is funny. So MC011 is a process on eBay that when you start growing your account, they might ask to verify who you are. They'll ask you all kind of to get all kind of documentation from you, and also the invoices for purchases from your suppliers. And during that process, this is where you would want to serve them with the resale agreement. If you will dropship from a retailer like Amazon or Walmart or Home Depot, you will have to start going into directions like faking invoices and doing all kind of stuff that I've seen people doing that I completely do not recommend you to do, because not only that it's out of the policy scope, it's in the criminal zone, and you don't want to go that way. So if you have a resale agreement with your suppliers, that means you can pass the MC001 check on eBay. If you call to increase your limits, because when you start an eBay account, you only have 10 products, well, you can't say anymore that you dropship from Amazon. And in the beginning, they might not ask you for any proofs, but you can. We had people calling and saying that they're using one of the suppliers, like they said that they use China brands. Sorry. And it's such a great supplier for eBay that they were not even asked to provide a resale agreement. They just immediately got a limit increase, which is an amazing thing for a big way the only way to increase your limits today is to work with legitimate suppliers. And on top of that, it's very important. The amazing thing about those suppliers is that because they give you the resale agreement, they want to incentivize you to resell their product. So they have all kind of opportunities on their websites. We have in the Dropship Academy, it's at blog.dsmtool.com. I'm going to actually go out of here for a second. We have complete articles that we're releasing about those suppliers. It's in our blog in the Dropship Academy. And these are full-length articles about everything that you need to know to start working with those suppliers. It loads a little bit slow because of the internet connection here, but everything that you need to know, what do they sell, how to get, here is China Brands certification for resale, how to get that certification, who to email there, what products to sell, what kind of special offers they have on the website, etc., etc., etc. So there are a lot of opportunities that they give. Here is the Costway benefits that you get. The more you sell every month, the more you get discount coupons from Costway every month. So that's in the opportunity side. And on top of that, you're going to have less cases than you used to have before, because a known phenomena for example, when doing Amazon dropshipping, when your buyer gets the package, what then happens? What do they complain about the most? And what have you seen?
The invoice or the packaging logo.
Exactly. They see that the package they write sometimes a review. Thank you for dropshipping from Amazon to me. And that's something that some of the suppliers solve. On Costway, by the way, is not a good example because they don't do it. They don't remove the logo. But Tmart, you can actually place an order in a special section on the website called the dropshipping section, and the logo will be removed from the package when it's being sent to your customers.
Okay, so you said that there's 5 legit suppliers. What does that mean as far as the integration and the partnership? Like, what does that do for us as dropshippers?
Okay, first I want to say that 5 is only the beginning. We're going to add more and more as time goes. And what we're doing in order to help you, the meaning of the official partnership, other than the nice badge that we designed for all of our partnerships, is that we provide all of the content, all of the necessary content to start working with those suppliers, plus extra benefits that those suppliers provide only to DSM Tool users. So for example, we have a supplier directory that we're working on the new website that we're going to launch soon. You saw the Dropship, I'm going to go to the third one. You saw the Dropship Academy complete guides, including how to get the resale agreement. It says there what are the benefits, for example, on Banggood, which is an article that I'm going to release in the upcoming day or two. If you register through DSM Tool, it's because of the official partnership. If you just mention that you're automating the process with DSM Tool, you automatically get a higher rank, which means a higher access level to Banggood, which means that you're going to get extra 2% off on all of your orders just because you're using DSM, which is awesome. It's part of the official partnership and part of the reason why we do those official partnerships. So you can learn in the Dropship Academy everything about Banggood. You can find in our help center at support.dsmtool.com an entire section about dropshipping suppliers. We've set up information everything that you need to know, like what break-even settings to put, what should be the policies on eBay for your listings, any kind of setting related information, the item location to set up for those products. Plus, we're releasing in about a week or two a complete customization for each supplier. So you could set up the break-even and the dropship and the business policies, and a lot of settings you're going to be able to put per supplier. So you're going to be able to set up only for Banggood one kind of settings, and only for, I don't know, Costway a completely different settings, because Costway is an American supplier and Banggood is a Chinese supplier. And the last thing that we're doing is creating unboxing videos, which is something that I personally really like, which are videos where we ship products to ourselves just to show you. Remember that I talked about the package with the logos and all of that? We want to show you what will be the experience of the buyer when they get a package from you, because once you start working with multiple suppliers, there are more and more, there are different types of experiences that your customers are going to have, so you could learn more how to work with those suppliers.
And you mentioned the 2% increase in what you get back. And as a dropshipper, like if you're new to dropshipping, you might think, well, that's not much. Well, if you're a dropshipper, you realize, and you've been doing this for a while, a 2% increase over the long haul is a good extra incentive. Like that really can do a lot for you over the long run. So,
I'll tell you more than that. On China brands, if you, for example, go over $60,000 a month, no, if you, I think it's per month. I don't know where is the table here. We need to find it. But anyway, if you go over $60,000, it becomes 3%. And in Banggood and all of those suppliers, they offer, the more you sell, the better, the more benefits you get.
What about the other 45 suppliers that you said you integrated into DSM? Like, how does that fit into this picture?
It's a perfect question, because you might be saying, wait a second, you just showed us a policy that says that you can't dropship from retailers, and then you're telling us that you added 5 legitimate suppliers and 45 retailers to your platform. Yeah. And this is related, in my opinion, to the question what to sell from the new suppliers, because you remember that I talked about Google and how they changed their search engine? Yes. That same way, we want to bring back our customers to the first page on the search results of eBay. And to do that, they're going to have to find unique opportunities and to find prices that are low enough to compete in eBay. Because eBay is doing a change, it's a whole other presentation, but because eBay is moving faster and faster towards an experience that it's called product-based experience. So if until today you search for a product on eBay and then you got 100,000 results of different sellers, you're going to get one result per product and multiple sellers inside the result. It's kind of similar to what happens in Amazon. If people have dropshipped from Amazon, they know about the suppliers table on Amazon, which is the table of all of the other suppliers. Same thing is going to happen on eBay. And therefore, the game has become what Amazon sellers are calling to win the buy box game. And it has to do with the price and with the understanding the competition, and therefore having multiple suppliers as part, or being able to source from multiple suppliers, whether you choose to base your account on legitimate suppliers or you choose only to work with retailers, no matter what your strategy is, you're going to have to find very interesting opportunities. It's true for the 45 retail suppliers, and it's true for those 5 legitimate suppliers, because it's all about how to source products, which is another video, because we're almost in 20 minutes of an interview already. I just want to say that still, when you start dropshipping, the legitimate suppliers are definitely the way to go for you in order to start building a more sustainable business. And adding the products from retailers would be something that I would do on a later stage, after you established a well-being account and you're doing it from, you don't just massively throw items into eBay only from Amazon, only sniping from other accounts. You have to do a little bit more work on the research, but we're going to do another video about that, I guess, very soon.
Sounds great. Do you have any ending comments before we go here? I do appreciate everything that you've done in helping clear up the eBay new policy, I guess, issue that's going on here in 2019?
So the only thing that I want to say, to end with what I began with, this methodology is just one option and one part of a complete strategy that you have to go through. This is one part, one lesson of everything that you have to go through. But we're very, very happy to provide this option for dropshippers around the world. We're the first software to officially partner with that many suppliers and allow legitimate dropshipping on eBay. And we will keep releasing videos about how to find interesting products and how to source products that will sell in 2019. And you can choose if you want to do it with retailers or with legitimate suppliers, whatever you choose to do. We're here to automate the process. So make sure that if you watched it until now and you're not yet subscribed to Amy's channel, this is the time for you to subscribe, to click the like button and to click the subscribe button. And you should do it to Amy's channel, and you should do it to our channel, but you should do it to any dropshipping channel that is out there if you're serious about your business. Because I'm subscribed, like I'm working in the dropshipping field, and Amy does too. And every professional, including you that is listening now, if you want to become a professional, you have to be part of the media. There is no CEO of any other big company that is not part of the discussion and the forums and the expert field. And in dropshipping, it's subscribing to YouTube channels and joining Facebook communities, etc., etc. But I think that I've said enough. We're on almost 22 minutes talking.
Yeah, and one thing I want to encourage you guys to do, and I have it for a limited time, is to I have a free coupon right now for my course where I teach you how to get involved with DSM tool and how to get yourself started in dropshipping if you're not really sure, or even to amp up your dropshipping where it is now. And then if it's past the time that I have a free coupon, because actually Udemy is where my course is, it actually limits when I can give out a free coupon. So the time is soon. But the course is there for you to learn and to take, and I will be there to help you. And I will be updating as updates come in for any kind of dropshipping information within that course. So thanks, guys, for watching. And if you have any questions, again, comment below. Let us know what you're thinking if you have any questions, and we'll see you the next time.